Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago,
on to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Hall. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. He's going to get this one down to Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling
you. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Able to slither by. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. Hall. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. working with a 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Hall into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another.
To throw it is Hall. To throw on 2nd down.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Well, it was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st down, Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Now it's Fields. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a off.
Fields throwing again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunt.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's Fields.
Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Foreman will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Again, it's Cook. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Ready, 45, right.
Now Hall throwing on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hall. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
from the right hash. This from 53. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. And a quick throw here that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Back to throw. Fields.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Marcus Davenport charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Marcus Davenport now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And taken at the 46.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Hall throwing to start the drive.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here's Fields.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Chuck Clark
able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
That's taken on the 25. Gets around him. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Hall on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now Fields.
He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
Hall now on 1st and 10.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Off the play fake. Hall.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Throwing on 1st down. Hall. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Bears bring out a looking to throw. Hall.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Back to throw. Hall over the middle, complete. It's Osborne.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Fields. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They run it again with Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Hall. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Fields going to keep it once more, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd.
To throw is Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw it is Hall. From the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down, here's an option right. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Fields now to throw.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Hall.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
To 11. play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Hall looking to throw on second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Hall. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They run right side with Hunt, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
And the football going back to the Vikings offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They start the drive with Cook. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hall. And that is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Hall. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stop for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Fields on 1st down.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Throwing again is Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Hall to throw on 2nd down. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hall. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Hall. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
There's Jefferson to pull that in. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Hall.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Atkinson, the tight end. To throw it is Hall from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now Hall throwing on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Hall. He'll dump this off to Cook.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Down inside the 10.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Hall. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And they'll begin by running the option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Bears, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.